We're at Beaver RV and Campground in Beaver, Arkansas, close to Eureka Springs, for a little weekend adventure. So join us. Beaver, Arkansas has a history that dates back to 1852, when Squire Beaver built his cabin next to the White River. By 1857, it was a regular stagecoach stop. It even has ties to the Civil War and the nearby Pea Ridge National Battlefield. It's a quaint place with fantastic access to the White River as it flows into Table Rock Lake. But this area is most famous for this suspension bridge, built in 1943, called the Golden Gate of the Ozarks. It was even featured in the 2005 movie Elizabethtown. And of course, it's on the National Register of Historic Places. It's beautiful. There's a 10-ton weight limit, and as you can see, it's 11 foot 6 inches. So we probably won't be taking Bindi over it. We were watching to see if this bridge flexed when people drove over it, and it does. I don't know if you can see that. Beaver RV Park and Campground has 41 RV spots and 9 tent sites. We were in Site 19, one of 2 pull-through sites. Nothing like a Saturday morning paddle. Oh, a huge fish just jumped in front of me. Wish I'd gotten that on camera. Just up there alongside the bluff is a walking trail that takes you down to an observation point. The walking trail comes to this observation point. About this?
It's probably the quietest place on Table Rock Lake.
I mean,
it's beautiful.
Except for the road noise.
Yeah, there's road nearby, but there's some big fish jumping here this morning. This is an offshoot that goes around Holiday Island. We're actually off the White River.
Well, it was the quietest place.
Huh?
I said, it was the quietest place.
Yeah. Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah, really pretty. Wow, this is so pretty. We are the only ones back here. So this is a defunct railroad bridge. We were just looking at the gap between these rocks that the train used to come through. I have heard tell stories of swimmers climbing to the top of this, well, not the top, but climbing on this thing and jumping off into the water. But that was years ago. boat just went by with a water skier on it. We decided to go to a little restaurant that's close by for lunch. And to get to that little restaurant, we have to go over the bridge. This little restaurant we came to is called My Farmhouse Cafe and Bakery. They sell ice cream, they sell baked goods, and they have a great food. Kind of out of the way, but it's only 9 minutes or so from our campground. So if you're in the Holiday Island area, highly recommend. Well, I forgot to film this when our food arrived. We were so hungry. But it's really good. Graham got a cod sandwich, and I got a pork tenderloin sandwich with a side salad. And it's delicious. We found ourselves at the Railway Winery. Where
My wife forced me.
Yeah, I forced him to come have a wine flight. Wine flights are $8. And they have frozen slushies, wine slushies also, and everything in between. They also have a distillery here, so you can try other things. Railway Winery. Again, about an 8-minute drive from our campground. Great little place. We're taking Jack out for a walk. I think we're gonna walk down the walking trail that goes out to the observation point. Let's see what we can see. After our trip to the winery, we've just been chilling inside the RV for a few hours. Nothing like some sunshine, a good meal, and a glass of wine to knock somebody out. We found Beaver Spring, built in 1912. It's just across from the bridge and at the start of the little scenic walkway. I'm gonna peek in the Beaver Spring well house, or Beaver Spring house. It's dark and scary in there.
Water in there?
Well, there's a little bit of water coming out the side. I don't know if it's coming out or if it's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there.
It's just stagnant.
Yeah, I guess it comes out like that.
Oh yeah, that little pipe right there.
Oh yeah, there's dripping water.
Here we go, down the path. Hard to believe that just this morning we were down there on the water. Man, those cars are so loud going over that bridge. This lake is much busier this afternoon than it was this morning. It is a Saturday afternoon in the end of July. But really, I expected it to look like that mid-morning today. That looks fun. Well, surprise, the rock outcropping that I showed you guys earlier while we were paddling, it's not exactly the overlook. This is the overlook. It's past the rock outcropping. This has been such a pleasant place to while away the weekend. You are close enough to Eureka Springs. You could go in and see all that Eureka Springs has to offer. But then again, if you don't want to mess with all that, you just hang out here at the lake. Enjoying a little Sunday morning adventure. Beautiful morning this is. Breeze blowing. It's gonna spin me around here. Check this out. That's fun. All those bobbers. Back to reality. Gotta go pack up the RV and head home. All right, one final thing. This is the shower house bathrooms. And I feel like you need to know that if you want to shower, you have to buy tokens from the camp host, and it's $2 worth of tokens for 5 minutes of shower. So be prepared, because they don't tell you on the website. It's been an eventful trip home. I'll tell you what, that little Beaver Campground, it's kind of cute, kind of quaint, but maybe not so RV, big rig friendly. Like, you can do it, and there's sites that you'll fit in, but Highway 187 that you have to drive to get to it, pretty much. Do you want to tell him what happened?
Big black Julie came down the other way and forced me off the road. I felt my back wheel go down on the ditch just as I clipped that sign. And we've seen where it's clipped. We've got the struts for the awning that comes out. It sticks out the side. I just clipped it with that.
Yeah, it was one of those diagonal signs, those diamond-shaped signs.
But it wasn't the sign I was worried about. It was the fact that my back wheels were going into the ditch.
And they nearly did. I was following behind him in the car.
Freaking idiot would not move over.
Yikes. And then you said you hit an overhanging tree.
Yeah. 2 minutes later, there's a freaking tree hanging over the road, and the top of it hit that.
There were a lot of trees overhanging that road.
Yeah.
I did notice that coming in. We probably won't be back to this one in our RV just because it was kind of a challenge.
And the traffic this morning was horrendous.
Yeah. Well, it does have a cute, like, swim beach area. Nice little playground.
It's the White River, but there's hardly any flow to it. It's so close to the lake that there's hardly any flow to it. So.
Yeah, it's a good place to get out on the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend it for that.
Except for our neighbors kept walking through our freaking side.
Yeah, that was the first time ever we had people actually walk through our site, not
to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, like they had to walk between our paddle boards and our picnic table to get to the bathrooms.
Yeah, they could have just walked around the other side of the RV up the road to the bathroom.
Yeah, so that was a weird thing, and they did it a couple times. I'd say overall a pretty relaxing weekend.
Yeah, it was. Chill. Right, chill, Jack?
Where are we going next time?
Jack says he was chill.
Jack's always chill. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so we can take you along for the ride. See you next time.